So I just saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it was pretty good. Spider-Man is probably my favorite superhero, so I'll pretty much check out any major Spider-Man movie that there is. And right off the bat, this seemed like a pretty fresh take on the Spider-Man story. The concept of different dimensions and different spider people made this film kind of interesting. Although when it comes to the actual plot and sequence of events getting from scene to scene, it is really kind of bland. However, the stylized presentation of this film really helps it out. If this film were presented as just a regular 3D computer animated blockbuster, then it probably would not be very interesting at all. But the unique comic book style animation really helps make it more of an engaging experience. Apparently, Sony is trying to patent the animation style that they used in this film. Fucking assholes. Hopefully that doesn't actually happen, but perhaps this shows that studios now see the value in presenting things stylistically. It's no surprise that Phil Lord and Christopher Miller had their hands in this project, as the Lego Movie is a great example of successfully stylized animation. The animation alone is reason enough to see this film, but I also really enjoyed the film's tone overall. It's relatively lighthearted and playful, it's really upbeat and has a great soundtrack. I do have to admit there are a couple moments in the film where the soundtrack did not help it out very much at all. There are two scenes after some tragic things that took place where the characters walking around all mopey and they're playing Lil Wayne. I'm not scared of the dark. Can't say that really helped me feel the character's emotions at all. It was pretty fucking cheesy and I could not take it seriously at all. The best scenes in this film, for me at least, would be the action scenes, of which there are plenty. Once again, without the stylized animation, it might not be so entertaining, but they really did a great job with these scenes. There are lots of subtle and fun references that the film makes. Definitely did not expect to see a Clone High reference in the background of one scene. The characters in this film were likable and fun to watch. The only character I really didn't like was Peter Porker. He was definitely intended as some sort of hilarious comic relief, but he just was not all that funny to me at all. Still, he wasn't nearly as annoying as he could have been in the grand scheme of comic relief characters placed into animated kids movies, and it was cool that he was essentially an excuse for another animation style to appear in the film, but still, I didn't really feel as though his inclusion worked all that well. There's a lot to appreciate about this film and its high-energy personality, and although many of the scenes that were intended to be serious didn't really click all that well with me, it's definitely a lot better than most family-friendly animated movies out there. It's got a great concept with a not-so-great plot, but the animation definitely makes up for it. Check this one out whenever you can, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10.